Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. A moment here now to see the numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Reynolds is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Monroe in at center. And for the Warriors, they've got Michael Porter. Porter is out there with Podziemski. And there's Hodges. And it's Brown in at the 4 spot. Doris, in this one, we've got 2 very good shooting teams that love to focus on that 3 ball.
Well, there are certain organizations that lean heavily into this age of analytics. Both of these teams like to value the shots you most want. That's at the rim and now the 3-point perimeter opportunity. So let it fly, guys.
Hodges misses. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And they usually came out on top when these 2 teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Well, you love that SGA putting that athleticism to work. Go hit the glass.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Hodges the pass to Porter. Hodges with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. And finished off by Porter.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
No, that's an opportunistic 3-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Pass to Porter. The screen from Brown. Back to Podziemski. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these 2, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Holmgren. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Kerr. What do you have to say?
We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the 3-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thank you, David. It's hauled in by Hodges. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Shoots over Podziemski. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Boston Celtics.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks. Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
There's the pick. Porter with it. Now Monroe defending. And that one's good by Porter.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. The Thunder in fourth.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's defended by Podziemski. Holmgren against Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 27 points last game.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. People in the know how good of a defender he is. A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Monroe, no good. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against Los Angeles.
Yeah, and that one, unbelievable shooting display, especially from long range. That turned out to be the difference.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Reynolds, guarded by Porter. Brown against Holmgren.
Golden State foul. Porter. First personal foul. First team foul.
Williams with the ball. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Clippers.
And it was a huge night for him at the other end as well. How about the steals? And he was just a big headache the entire game.
And here's Porter after the three-pointer from Chet Holmgren. Hodges against Monroe. Pass to Podziemski. Clock at 6. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder, trailing by 4. Here's Reynolds. Holmgren with a screen on Porter. Here's Reynolds, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Podziemski. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Podziemski's got 5 points so far.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Change here. Markkanen's checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Topic is checked in. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 9 points in the game so far.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Pass to Porter. Back to Podziemski. Six to shoot. And a wide-open look for Porter. The three-pointer, no good. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Williams. No good. That would have tied it. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And let's catch up now with the terrific Shams Charania, who's got some news out of the Eastern Conference. Shams.
Thank you, Kevin. With the trade deadline nearing, the front office of the Orlando Magic have announced their latest move. They really wanted to land Dante DiVincenzo, and now they've done it. The sharpshooting guard can be explosive from three-point land. He figures to be a key cog in their offense. He plays with a passion and effort level that's sure to fire up his new teammates.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. We thank Shams for always bringing it to us. Doors for front offices. With the season starting to wind down, what's important now?
Yeah, there are focus shifts depending on the season. And right now, with the season sort of dwindling, first and foremost, the draft lottery is important. The draft will occur over the course of the summer. So talent evaluation of those all-important college kids, the European players, but also you're evaluating your roster. What has worked? What do we need to change? There is always so much to look at if you are trying to put a team together.
Bridges is checked in for Chet Holmgren.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Oklahoma City on D. Trailing by 2. Down low. Here's Hodges.
Well, you can see the strength that Miles Bridges brings to the defensive end of the floor. That is nice defense.
They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hodges. That shot off the mark. Bridges with some nice defense. Monroe against Porter. Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Porter. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Hodges with a screen on Williams. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 5 assists in the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Screen by Monroe. Lets it go with a 3. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Here's Podziemski. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston. Hodges with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Podziemski. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Porter against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Topic. Scoreless thus far. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Now Porter. Hodges with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Shots good by Topic.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Some changes here for the Warriors. Galloway's checked in, and Kevin Porter's subbed in for Porter. Pajemski finds Terry. There's a screen. Drilled from 11 feet out. Terry's got 7 points in the game.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
So the Thunder 5 right now. Bridges out there with Williams. And it's Chet Holmgren. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Reynolds in at the 2-guard spot.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know. Which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from three. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
A bad attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. And it's Pajemski in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. 14 points for him.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Bridges left side. Here's Reynolds, guarded by Porter. 4 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Reynolds can't hit.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
The kick out to Porter. Golden State moving the ball around. Galloway, the pass to Porter. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams passes to Bridges. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bridges has got his second bucket of the game to go.
I'll tell you, no secret that Miles Bridges at his best when finishing at the cup.
Majemski on the wing. He's got 14. Porter passes to Brown. Now here's Porter. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Looking for Bridges. He gets it there.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Checked in for the Warriors. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. Number 1, the Thunder.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Warriors trail by 8. Now here's Porter. He had 28 points in the win against Boston.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Reynolds. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Majemski with it. 14 points for him. Brown with it. Brown outside. Six on the shot clock. It's Porter outside. Thunder with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
To the middle. Here's Bridges. Off with the layup. The Warriors trailing. Outside, Porter. The screen from Brown. Porter with it. Bridges covering. There's Brown with the 3. Thunder with the rebound. Bridges got his 5th rebound in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Golden State Warriors. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Timeout.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Checked in for Oklahoma City. Chad Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. We'll take a look at the Warriors. Right now, they've acquired the 2nd-best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the Thunder. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And, you know, for the Thunder, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far they have not disappointed.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Holmgren against Brown. Inside, here's Reynolds. Porter with a block violation. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Friday, the Houston Rockets will come into town. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for their matchup with Orlando, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Let's find out the news on Lowry Markin. And David, what's the update?
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. And, guys, the hamstring is indeed torn. Clearly a serious injury and something that's very painful to deal with. This injury could be devastating for them. This is a team that had title hopes, Kevin, and this is not what they need.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Count that one.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
On the wing, Porter. Floats one up. Rebound by Monroe.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Reynolds. And the three off target. And here's Porter. He's got 13. Down low, here's Hodges. Good work defensively by Monroe. And some good action through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder out in front, leading by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting.
Man, we've talked about it so much, hard to believe we're almost an All-Star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new faces make it this year. This first All-Star game for a player really memorable. And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
The approach has been pretty straight.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. They've got Porter. Brown out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Hodges in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. Holmgren. Here's Monroe. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Here's Porter going inside, and Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. To the left wing. Holmgren dishes to Monroe. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Reynolds. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Porter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
The Thunder leading by 6. Reynolds passes to Williams. Out to the right wing. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Fires for 3. A shot by Pajemski, no good.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Porter against Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter with a block.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Banked in off the glass. Porter's got 15.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Reynolds. And here is Monroe. Now here's Holmgren. Off target from three-point range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
To the paint, here's Monroe. The Thunder with another miss. Warriors trail by 6. To the inside. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That one on Williams.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 13 points in the game. Outside Williams. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's the teardrop. Warriors with the rebound. Hodges has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How has he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man. Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Porter against Gilgeous-Alexander. here is Hodges.
Second personal foul.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
At the line for the Dubs, Hodges taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That one is no good. The Thunder leading by 4. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Porter. To the middle, Hodges. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And it's blocked. Oh, and the jam by Holmgren. The Warriors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Back to Podziemski. Rebound by Monroe.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Never you.
While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. The Warriors, number 1.
You know, they're pressuring the ball more, challenging every single shot. Their defense has been playing at a really high level.
Warriors trail by 14. Now Podziemski. 14 points for him. Podziemski on the wing. Good on the triple. Podziemski's got 17 now.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Monroe with a screen on Brown. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. That one does not go. It puts him at 5 for 9 from the field. Porter passes to Hodges, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Monroe. To the paint. Stolen away. Outside Porter. Inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Thunder.
A nice portion of their points have been earned at the line, and they've done an exceptional job creating havoc for the defense and getting fouled.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Terry's checked in for Brown. Topic is checked in for Oklahoma City. Monroe, the pass to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside, Porter. Got a piece of it. Porter looking it over. Driving the lane, Hodges. No good, shot missing. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The Warriors pull it in. Podziemski's got his 4th rebound in this one. Porter kicks to Porter. Hodges with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. From the arc. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Porter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got 4 this quarter.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander to the right side. Holmgren dishes to Monroe.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Monroe. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. The free throw drops for Monroe. And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Podziemski. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 14 points.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department. Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Porter. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Topic. Now Monroe. Podziemski with it. 17 points in the game. Now here's Porter. The kick out to Porter. Off target with his 3. Oklahoma City's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Holmgren up top. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Podziemski. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17. Gilgeous-Alexander against Porter. Pass to Pajemski. Outside Porter. Hodges against Monroe. Hodges misses. The Thunder leading by 8. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Hodges. Hodges has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
1:27 left in the third quarter of the game.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Monroe. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 8. Porter a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. A 3 ball. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 9 points here in the second half.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And finished off by Porter.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
That one off the back iron and out.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Down low, Hodges. And the rejection by Monroe. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Thunder lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring, and the Warriors with some changes. Hodges checked in for White. Porter comes in for Terry. And Porter subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. The Thunder also changing it up. Monroe's checked in for Wiggins. Chet Holmgren comes in for Jalen Williams. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Topic. Taking a look at the Thunder. Miles Bridges is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Reynolds. Then there's Monroe. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard. 5 on the clock. Brown the pass to Porter. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Get it out of here. Holmgren too much defensively.
Here's Reynolds. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Porter. Pass to Porter. And Hodges kicks to Porter. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Brown. Porter in the corner. The kick out to Brown. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Back to Holmgren. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Looking to end his cold spell. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now a 10-point Thunder lead. And here are the Warriors now. Outside Porter. And And they get it. Rejected by Monroe. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe. Terry's checked in for Brown. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Topic is checked in for Reynolds. And here's Porter. Shot clock at 5. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Pass to Bridges. To the inside. Here's Monroe. The Warriors pull it in. Porter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now Porter. Inside. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Oh, boy, how slippery is SGA on the dribble drive. Just so difficult to stay in front of him.
Porter passes to Porter. Pass to Hodges. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Porter. And here is Bridges. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Bridges. No good on the 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
On the wing, Porter. Defended by Holmgren.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Free throw good. Porter. And the Warriors with some changes. Brown is checked in for Terry. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Porter. Then for the Thunder, Jalen Williams is checked in for Bridges. And it's Reynolds in for Topic. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 6-point game. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. It's hauled in by Brown. Outside Porter. Down low, Hodges. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Reynolds passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Monroe kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Pajemski. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Monroe.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to Hodges. Brown outside. Outside Porter. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Porter's got 5 points now this quarter.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
And Monroe kicks to Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander.
The tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Porter. And there's the drive. Pass to Pajemski. Gilgeous-Alexander against Porter. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
15 foul. At the line.
Free throw good. Porter.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Out to the wing. To the paint. Here's Reynolds. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Holmgren against Brown. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
2 minutes remaining.
Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead. Porter against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots the three. Porter, no luck.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Got a piece of it. They get it back. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Moves back up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here. Golden State running out of time. Outside Porter, driving in, and finished off by Porter.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Here's Reynolds. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Reynolds has got 27 points. Porter with it. Now Monroe defending. Hodgins, another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Warriors trail by 7.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here. Sees his man has the angle on the interior and drops a dime right there.
44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. It's blocked. Now here's Porter. Down low, Hodgins. Rebound by Monroe. And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for the Thunder. And they go to the intentional foul.
15 foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
At the line for 2.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Holmgren with the steal. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
So we see the Thunder get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we got rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.